Hey, so for some reason, I've been getting a lot of requests to show you guys what's on my phone. The last time I did this kind of a video, it was 2017, so it's been a while. But honestly, I just find these videos to be extremely boring. The only thing that is good about these videos is their thumbnails. But even though my setup has not changed that much, there are a few additions that might be worth sharing. Firstly, the phone itself is different. So my main phone whenever I'm not testing any phone is the iPhone 7. But as of now, I do happen to be testing the OnePlus 6T, which is where my SIM card is right now. But as far as my setup on iOS is concerned, it's pretty much the same except for the different wallpaper obviously and the newly added Skillshares app, which I'll talk about in a second. But let's talk about the Android setup because that's what I'm using right now. So firstly, the 60 is almost always inside a Rhino Shield case. In fact, all the phones that I use are always kept inside the Rhino Shield case. This one is a solid suitcase with a carbon fiber finish to it. But for this video, I'll actually take it off because, not gonna lie, the 60 looks kinda sleek naked. So let's start with the wallpaper because that's easily the most asked question in the comment section of all of my videos. So once and hopefully for all the wallpapers that I get on my iPhone are from Vellum and all the wallpapers on Android are from Backdrops. And these apps are actually exclusive to their operating systems. So you won't find Vellum on Android and Backdrops on iOS. I actually prefer Backdrops because it has much more variety along with quality, and it's placed right at my home screen. Then there is Skillshare again, which is a recent addition, but it's meant for learning and teaching. So there are thousands of classes that you can choose from regarding various topics. I was just watching this tutorial on how to remove background noise from voiceovers, but there are many more courses on photography, videography, personal branding, business, digital media marketing, etc. And they're not lengthy, so they don't take much of your time, but they are really impactful. Normally it goes for about less than $10 a month, but I have a link in the description that'll get the first 500 of you the first 2 months completely free, and I think it's totally worth it. Check it out. Next to that is Newton, which is my email app of choice. It actually lets you know if the receiver has read your emails, which is pretty convenient. Then in the dock, apart from the stock apps, there is Saavn or JioSaavn to the extreme right, which happens to be my music streaming app of choice. It has exclusive podcasts and it's just what I've gotten used to using now, and Spotify has still not made it to India. Now on the next page, there's a calendar widget, which is incredibly important to me because I keep forgetting the date, and it's a pretty minimal, not very loud, just a basic calendar widget that you can customize to a certain extent. It's pretty convenient. Just below that are 2 folders. Now the first one contains travel related apps like Uber, Ola and Delhi Metro because I travel in metro a lot and this helps in getting information regarding routes. The second folder contains social media apps like Instagram, Messenger and Twitter. I'm not fond of Facebook anymore, so I deleted that a couple of weeks ago. Oh, and also in between there is Quora, which can be a great source of entertainment and learning at times. Now inside the app tray there are a bunch of apps that might be of some interest to you, like Get Screen Wallpaper, which does exactly what it says. So it retrieves the wallpaper that you're using right now and lets you share it as well as upload to your photos. This is really helpful as Backdrops does not allow saving of wallpapers. I've also started using Google Pay lately, which is incredibly convenient. The next app is Lens Distortion, which is a photo editing app that lets you add those light flares which look cool sometimes. But not going to lie, it's been a while since I used that one. I have LinkedIn, which I use to connect with people professionally. I have OLX because I'm constantly selling phones. Fun fact, this 6T is also going to end up there in a week's time. I have PayPal to receive payments coming from outside of India. Then I have Fonto, which is what I use to add text on top of my photos. Then there is Ping Pong, which is really one of those apps that you have no idea why you have it with you. It's just there. I do have PUBG though, which I keep uninstalling and reinstalling because it's so addictive. But then there is Reachability Cursor, which is something that I'm really interested to talk about. This app is very useful for anyone who has big phone and small hands. So after you install this app, you can swipe into the screen from bottom right or left and use the cursor to control the circle which acts as a clicker. It's exactly like a mouse and arrow relationship, and I think it will be of great use to you. There's another app that you might find useful, and it's known as Typing Hero. What this basically does is it lets you assign shortcuts to certain phrases, like I have some. So if I type TY, it automatically expands to thank you. Similarly, I have OTD, which means open the door, which is what I use when I am approaching my house and I badly want to go to the washroom. This really saves it. I also have AFAIK, which I just got to know means as far as I know. It's pretty convenient, and I'll leave it linked below. Then there is Unit Converter, which is what I use to convert currency. There is also Wallpaper Saver, which is basically an alternative of Get Current Wallpaper. And lastly, there is WordPress, because in case you don't follow me on Twitter, I'm actually working on a website. Coming soon. And that's it. That's my setup. It's pretty simple this time. No third-party launcher or icon pack. Just the apps that I need, except for ping pong. Hope you enjoyed this. Feel free to share this. I'll leave all the apps linked below. And thank you so much for watching.